All right, Ravi B. Goyal, founder and CMD at AGS Transact Technologies, is now joining us on a slew of things which are happening at the company. Pull up the stock price right now. It's higher by almost 3.5% today. But if you look at the last 1 month or so, the stock has risen pretty smartly. And that is because a set of marquee investors are now coming into the company. Pull up the news. And Ravi Goyal, along with the promoter family, is also infusing fresh funds. Ravi, good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us. We just saw it on the exchanges that a clutch of HNI investors and marquee names like Mittal Analytics, of course, Ayush Mittal, who hasn't used Screener, has come in. And you, promoter family, also is infusing funds. Can you talk to us by explaining the usage of the proceeds of the fund, which will be, once it is done, will be done at the company?
Thank you, Ajay. So this on Monday we have announced that there has been a fundraise of around 200 crore, and as a promoter group we are investing around 150 crore. The 50 crore is being invested by some of the eminent investors, including Ayush Mittal. There is an Eminence Global Fund, and so this fund is basically going to be used for the growth of our digital business and outsourcing business. We have been talking about our digital growth story in past, but that is going to be our focus area. I can talk more about digital later, maybe. Yeah.
I was just watching that your company's IPO came a few years back. At that time, a lot of marquee investors joined. But later on, there was some kind of an accident which happened at the company business model level. It took a hit. And the quarter gone by, I've seen you have made a big provision. Is it right to assume that the worst of the business cycle is now behind it, and now there's a resurrection of the company business model which is happening?
Absolutely, Ajay. So basically, we definitely recheck our business model. We were there in a lot of businesses. We were there in the services as well as the product businesses. Product businesses included the retail automation. It included the petroleum automation. It included the lot of banking automations. We have, over a period of time in last 1 year, we have cut down on all the product businesses mainly. And if you see our service revenue, which used to be around 86%, has grown to above 95%. So basically, we have become more of a service company, and these services are more of recurring in nature, and it's an annuity business. So this has been a very conscious effort to bring more services in the on the revenue side, as well as have a certainty on the revenue. There has been definitely the revenue has been constant. That is primarily because of the closure of our product businesses.
I want to also understand your debt reduction strategy, because that has actually been impacting your cash flows. Servicing the debt has been a big drag. How are you going to reduce debt, and will some of the debt reduction start immediately in the near term because of the funds which have come in?
Right. So Ajay, as we have seen that last year we have reduced the debt by almost around 100 crore. We have already announced that in next 4 to 5 years we would be debt free. Now this is absolutely the extreme. We have already raised 200 crore, and that also would go as a part of a repayment. So we foresee that in next few years we should be debt free.
You're expecting to be debt free. Thank you so much, Mr. Goyal. But, if you could talk to us a bit more about in terms of digital, which you were mentioning in the starting as well. What is it that you are going to be focusing on the digital front now? And how do you see this revenue split changing for you, digital versus non-digital? Next couple of years, what would be the growth story there?
Right. So thank you so much. So in digital, basically, our focus is going to be an issuance, card issuance business. Could be physical cards or could be a virtual wallet. We have a prepaid instrument license authorized by RBI on a perpetual basis. So we have already started issuing these prepaid cards. In prepaid cards, basically we have three streams. One is we have tied up with various corporates, including Patanjali, which we have already issued around 25 lakh cards on a closed loop basis, which would get converted over a period to our open loop RuPay card. This would be in the brand name of Ongo, so it would be Ongo Patanjali card. Second, we are focused on issuance of NCMC card, that is the National Common Mobility Card. There has been a recent announcement by Reserve Bank of India to issue a no KYC card. That means that over the counter you can get these NCMC card, which can be utilized, which can be used for various metro across the country. At the same time, it can be used for buses, parking, water metro, etc. So this is going to be a very focus area for us. We have already tied up with Bangalore Metro through our partner RBL Bank. We are also trying to work and getting the partnership done with other metros. So this is going to be a second focus area for us. There is a very clear focus from Government of India to convert all the closed loop cards into an NCMC card. The closed loop cards are of the tune of around 7.5 crore. So over a period of time, we will see that all the new cards issued are only NCMC. At the same time, all the old cards would get converted into an NCMC cards. And third, which is also going to be a very, very major area for us, that is the non-go fuel. As you know, we have already started a pilot with HPCL in Mumbai, which is very soon going to be rolled out across Mumbai and very soon nationally. So this is a very, very niche product where the consumer only pays for what goes into the tank. And this we have already built with a lot of artificial intelligence and would be the product going to be used in Mumbai and nationally.
Right. Ravi, in fact, it appears that the street is liking your commentary. Your stock is up closer to 5% now. So let's break it down. Just break it down for our viewers. What percentage of your business, it appears to me, just for understanding purposes, that there is a emerging prepaid card business in your company over and above the commodity type cash management which used to have earlier. Then there is, maybe something which Zaggle Prepaid has, just for understanding purposes. Then there is a point of sale kind of POS machine kind of business. Is all of that, say Pine Labs runs at fuel outlets, all of that, is that the digital business you're referring to? What percentage is your overall business currently of prepaid card and point of sale machine and all of that? And how is it likely to change in the next 3, 4, 5 years?
Right. So on the digital front, Ajay, apart from our card issuance business, which we have just started, we have been doing this point of sale solution specifically for oil marketing companies, for all the oil marketing companies, and the revenue of our digital business had been around 15% of our total revenue. Going forward, we see that our digital revenue should be more than 25% in next 3 years' time.
Say becomes a quarter or a third, will the cash flows be much higher there, and the growth of that business, how would that be?
Yeah. So digital business, the card issuance business, we are starting from Q2. And it should grow exponentially going forward. It's just the beginning from Q2, and we should definitely, it should reflect in the numbers going forward.
Go just a quick word on this debt reduction which you have done and you aim to do. How much annual savings or how much cash flows will actually flow down to your bottom line and aid profitability because of debt reduction?
Yes. So we are talking about a total cash flow of around 200 crore on an yearly basis. Some obviously will go for the capex and some would be used for the debt reduction.
We will let you go on that one. Thanks so much for joining us on the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was AGS Transact Ravi Goyal speaking with us about the transformation which is happening at the company and also the usage of the proceeds which the recent fundraising where promoters are putting money and HNIs are putting money.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.